I think as we get older, we get in a rush for everything. I remember when I was younger, being the youngest, it always seemed like my older siblings were having so much fun. Not more or less than me, but fun nonetheless.
What? You helping me fold clothes?
Don't act like that. I was not doing anything anyway.
What about that new film that you were working on?
See, that's the thing. I can't get out of my head about this shot. Man, I just feel like I lack creativity.
You said that a lot lately. What's going on? Talk to me.
Every time I come up with something, I just scratch it. It just feels like blah.
I'm sure they were great. Why won't you think about doing some things that you haven't done in a while?
Like what?
Maybe think back to things that you used to do when you were a kid. I'm sure they were less intense.
I'll try it. We'll see what happens. Thanks so much, sweetie. But I'll leave you to it because I know how you like your me time. I thought so far into the future. Life was mostly fun in childhood. At some point, I realized that being a kid had some advantages. I could do things and really mean it when I said, sorry, I didn't know. I thought I was just good at everything. Not out of arrogance, but off the merit of just trying something. And if I enjoyed it, I stuck with it. And like most things that you do in repetition, you get pretty good at them. One of my favorite things was learning new tricks for my yo-yo or completing activities in my highlight book. If you know, you know. I even tried my hand at the etch and sketch. I could not draw a thing. Then one day, I had nothing to do. I learned how to draw a star after looking online. But among all the things to do as a kid, building a tent was my safe place. It was my favorite place. I had a vivid imagination that turned my tent into a castle or a spaceship where I was a princess or lost in space on USS Enterprise on Star Trek with Captain Kirk. Recently, I felt so stagnant about my creativity, taking things so serious. For instance, my content creation, I would constantly hear my friends and my family say, "Be you, AJ." And most days, I can't make it past my adult way of doing things, overanalyzing everything. Sound familiar, right? It's true, the more time you take out to do the things that you like, the more creative you become. It won't always be about what other people think. You'll soon realize that there are like-minded people who think like you, and that's a plus. But the real beauty is realizing that you can do anything that you want to do. You just got to believe like you did when you were a kid.